Hey everyone, and welcome to this live stream. And here we are going to be talking about this new moon that is happening here tomorrow. So we are coming up on this new moon that is happening within the sign of Gemini, and this is going to take place within the nakshatra of Punarvasu. So this is all about the magical bow and quiver, this ability to come back after a situation of disappointment. And so this is especially a magical new moon that is bringing in lots of opportunities depending on where this is playing out in your chart. We're seeing this return of the light, as it is called, through Punarvasu. And so this is a huge theme that is playing out here. Now, this will take place within the second pada or second quarter of Punarvasu, which is a Taurus ruled Navamsa. And so this is all about business, relationships. And so this is especially a very lucky and fortunate new moon that brings a lot of opportunities and possibilities as we are approaching. So this is a great time to see some increase in areas where there has been previous disappointment, a lot of past repeating lessons that are coming to a close as we're moving here through this new moon, this new portal, this new gateway, this new energy that we're stepping into. And so this is a great opportunity to leave behind the past and to move into something new. Anytime we're talking about Parnavasu, once again, that bow and quiver, the returning energy, this is huge in terms of looking at your past repeating lessons and habits that you have been going through and looking at the areas that need work and improvement so that you can move forward out of those areas versus continuing to play out these patterns and cycles within your life. And so that is huge here. And once again, with this being here in this Taurus Navamsa, great opportunity for growth in all areas regarding your finances, your business matters, your relationships, with this being a Venus ruled Navamsa. So this is a huge opportunity for this. Now, we're not seeing any aspects in particular to this new moon, although if you were looking at it from the three extra planets that we use over in tropical astrology, Neptune is casting an aspect over to this new moon as it sits there in Aquarius. So this is a huge time where this is a very magical time of opening us up to opportunities with this Neptune dreamy energy of nurturing, of holding, of this creation energy. And so using that magic, using those miracles to bring all of the things that you want into reality is huge as we're stepping into this new moon. Again, this is happening within the sign of Gemini, which is all about entrepreneurship, making connections, logical thinking, your practical skills. And so there's a lot of room here to grow and to mold the things that you want into existence, especially with Gemini being connected to the hands as well. We're using those hands to craft, to build, to structure, to create, also representing the ability to grasp or to hold on to knowledge, information, skill sets. So this is a huge time of using your memory, using your past experiences to step into the reality that you want. Now we're going to go ahead and go through each of those 12 zodiac signs. And as always, I'm going to remind you all that this is going to be focused on your moon sign or your ascendant, as I am using Vedic astrology. So tropical astrology is based upon those seasonal shifts. So it is always going to be according to the spring equinox, and that is primarily focused on the sun, as the sun is what is generating our seasonal patterns. However, from Vedic astrology, we will be looking at it according to the moon sign, as the moon is actually more accurate towards our behaviors, our patterns, our cycles in life. The moon is representing the mind, it is the psyche. And so that is showing us all of our emotions, our thoughts, our behaviors, all of the patterns and cycles that we are going through within life. This is huge in navigating and showing our personality and our life experience as a whole. And so the moon sign is a huge indication of your life in general and seeing those changes and cycles. So, huge point to look at for the transit. Also, that ascendant representing your physical journey throughout life as well, along with your physical body. And so, through that ascendant, that is where we are experiencing life. That is where our lesson is. That is what is happening to us, the different patterns, the different cycles that are based upon what we have come into this existence to learn and experience. And so, both of those points are incredible in terms of looking at the transit, the horoscope. Now, starting off for those of you with an Aries ascendant or Aries moon, this will be a new moon happening in your third house. Once again, this new moon happening in the sign of Gemini, within the nakshatra of Punarvasu, and within the second pada, which is a Taurus Navamsa. Incredible position for those of you with an Aries moon, Aries ascendant. And of course, you want to look at everything that is going on in your chart. If there are any planets that are involved with this new moon, that is affecting how this will play out. But essentially, with this new moon coming into the third house, this is a great opportunity for developing your skills, your business skills, and your technical skills as a whole. That third house being strongly connected to your entrepreneurship, to your practicality, your logical thinking. And this new moon, which a new moon is always an opportunity to start fresh. But especially with this being in Punarvasu, which is all about the return of the light, the starting again, the repeating patterns. And so this is giving you a fresh new slate to start something completely brand new with those skill sets that you have. For those of you with a Taurus ascendant or Taurus moon, this will be a new moon happening in your second house. And this is a great opportunity to work on your wealth and finances, especially as this is happening within a Taurus ruled Navamsa here in your second house, working on your security, working on your values. And this is especially a time where, if we look at this from the position of your values, your traditions that are connected to that second house, that this is a great time to look at your family, your past, and all of your traditional values and looking at those different patterns and cycles and seeing how much of that is actually serving you within your life and how much of it is not. Looking at the things that need to be ruled out within your life with all of these different patterns and phases that are going on. And so this is a huge time of reflecting on the past, reflecting on the lessons that you've learned, reflecting on everything that has happened and led you up to this point, and once again, seeing what needs to be changed and worked through. For those of you with a Gemini moon or Gemini ascendant, this will be a new moon in your first house. And so this is a huge time of working on yourself. Self-improvement is huge through this nakshatra, especially as this is a Jupiter controlled nakshatra. This is a huge time of really working on improving yourself, bettering yourself, working through past issues and cycles. What are the things about you and your life that you feel content and happy with? Are there things that you aren't feeling happy with? Working through those things, making the necessary changes that need to take place. Once again, this nakshatra being all about those repeating patterns and cycles. What are the things that you are no longer willing to let go and give up in your life? That is huge that you are purging all of those things out of your life at this time. So this is huge in terms of the changing, the improvement, the growth within who you are, as that first house is all about who you are. For those of you with a Cancer moon or Cancer ascendant, this will be a new moon in your 12th house. And so this is a huge time very similar to those of you with the Gemini moon, Gemini ascendant, but this is happening back in the subconscious. And so this is a great time for meditation, a great time for taking that quiet space to yourself to start to reflect and to sit with your thoughts. There's a lot there that is buried beneath the surface that is waiting to come up so that you can work through it, to work through these repeating patterns and cycles, especially in that 12th house. That is a place where we tend to hide and suppress things that start to become these subconscious patterns and cycles. And so that is especially an area of improvement and growth to work through at this time. This is also a great time to focus on your dreams, your imagination, your intuition, tapping into that deeper part of your mind and tapping into those talents. There can be some hidden talents that are starting to come to the light through this new moon, which will help you progress throughout this entire cycle. For those of you with a Leo moon or Leo ascendant, this will be a new moon in your 11th house. Excellent position. This is a great time in terms of wealth, in terms of your security, with Virgo controlling that second house. We have this connection between your money houses where this is a great time of really focusing in on your income, on your gains, on the increases in your life. A lot of lucky moments that can come out of nowhere through this new moon experience, where there's a lot here in terms of your gifts, your skills, and talents that are being supported at this time. So through your ambitions, through your hard work, through your dedication, you can see a lot that is starting to move in your favor. This is really starting to try to get you out of those repeating patterns of not moving towards those goals and ambitions that you have for yourself. And so there's a lot of lessons that are centered here around your confidence and your self-assertion at this time for those of you with a Leo moon, Leo ascendant. Now, as we move forward to those of you with a Virgo moon, Virgo ascendant, we are back in a Kendra house with this new moon happening within your 10th house. And so this is a big time of focusing on your career, your ambitions, on your success and achievements. One of the big things here throughout this transit for those of you who are Virgo individuals is not getting hung up on the past mistakes, on the failures, on the things that didn't work for you, but focusing on what you were able to accomplish, what you were able to achieve, as that will take you in the direction of your next big achievements and accomplishments. So that is huge as we are pushing forward throughout this new moon. This is super exciting for those of you with this Virgo moon, Virgo ascendant, in terms of what you can achieve and accomplish at this time. For those of you with a Libra moon or Libra ascendant, this will be a new moon happening within your 9th house. And so there's a huge focus here on the big possibilities that are there for you. That 9th house being connected to wisdom, philosophy, higher education, and with this being a incredibly fortunate house for you in terms of travel, knowledge, experience. Those of you with a Libra moon, Libra ascendant, incredibly knowledgeable people, this is a great time of continuing to learn and progress in your studies, and especially with these repeating and reoccurring lessons that are happening here with this new moon. This is giving you an opportunity to really work on improving and growing in this area of education. So that is huge. This also gives an opportunity for all of the experiences and the things that you wanted to learn that you've missed out on in the past. This is giving you a redo where you're able to take on those experiences and lessons here within your present reality. For those of you with a Scorpio moon or Scorpio ascendant, this will be a new moon happening within your 8th house. This is a very interesting position here, as the 8th house is a big zone for crisis and sudden events. However, it is also a house that those of you with a Scorpio moon, Scorpio ascendant are not afraid of, right? This is a house where you have this very light-hearted and curious nature here about learning about the mysteries and the things that are hidden underground. And so this is definitely a huge time of exploring those areas that need to be worked through and improved, doing your normal investigation and digging into the psyche, into understanding your life, your purpose at a deeper level is huge at this time. There are a lot of patterns that are starting to end and close out for you as you're stepping into a brand new experience here throughout this new moon. This can also be a big time for any sort of intimate, close partnerships, for you to see those areas that weren't working in the past, where now all of a sudden there's a lot that is starting to push forward and things that are starting to come up to the light that are guiding you towards a better and deeper connection in these areas. For those of you with a Sagittarius moon or Sagittarius ascendant, this will be a new moon happening within your 7th house. This is a very interesting position here as it sits opposite to your 1st house of self. There are a lot of patterns and cycles playing out within your relationships and how you're being known by the public throughout this experience here. A lot of things that are coming up to the surface that need to start to be cleared out. And we can see a lot of lessons and patterns that are centered around your reputation, how you're known by your friends, how you are known within your relationships, and a lot of retries and opportunities to perfect and fix those areas within relationships. This is also a great opportunity for business as it sits here in the 7th house of the public and the house of diplomacy and negotiation, where this is giving you an opportunity to make an old situation right, to try again on business endeavors in terms of your business partnerships, to start to put a foot forward and move towards some new opportunities and miracles. One of the things that we talk about with this nakshatra of Punarvasu is this ability to fail, but to try again and to get better results. And so this is all about continuing to try again, not giving up, having that optimism, that belief to move forward is huge in terms of your business, your accomplishments, what you are moving towards at this time. For those of you with a Capricorn moon or Capricorn ascendant, this will be a new moon taking place within your 6th house. And so there's a lot that is focused here on the ability to overcome obstacles and challenges at this time. This is huge for those of you who have this Capricorn placement, where we're seeing a lot of difficulties, a lot of obstacles and blockages, especially with Saturn controlling your 1st house, which is also an enemy with the moon. There's a lot here where these blockages and difficulties that are slowing you down or getting in your way are starting to clear here so that you can move forward. And so there's a lot of reoccurring lessons that are focused around your self-esteem, your confidence, being more sure within yourself at this time. For those of you with an Aquarius moon or Aquarius ascendant, this will be a new moon taking place within your 5th house. And so this is a great time in terms of your creativity, your business skills, using whatever talents or gifts you have to start to progress forward. And there's a lot here in terms of the ability to put yourself out there more, right? Aquarius is a very quiet and peaceful sign for the majority of the time, but you have this great passion and intensity with Scorpio controlling your 10th house. And so this is a great time of really investing in your skills, your talents, your self-worth, moving towards putting your gifts and talents out into the public. And so really with this 5th house activation, there is a strong need of doing what you love, doing what you're talented and skilled in, what you have knowledge about, and starting to put that out into the world is huge at this time. For those of you with a Pisces moon or Pisces ascendant, this will be a new moon taking place within your 4th house. This is big, happening within a Kendra house. And so this is a great position, especially as the moon is directionally strong there in the 4th house. This happening here blessing you with a lot of happiness and opportunity at this time. And yes, this is also connected to that seventh house, which is controlled by Virgo. So there's a lot here in terms of relationships, in terms of happiness, peace, opportunities, your business, coming up with new original ideas that can propel you into the future. The big thing here is facing those reoccurring patterns and lessons, not running away from or trying to escape from those problems, but actually working through it, as this is trying to help a lot to start to come to the surface, to your awareness throughout this period here. Now, another big thing that I wanted to discuss within this video also is that Mercury has officially shifted into the sign of Gemini in direct motion. So Mercury has been retrograde for some time, and now it is stationed direct, where we're starting to move forward in our thoughts, our ideas, especially Mercury being strong within the sign of Gemini. Now, Mercury is still there at the beginning of Gemini within the Mixture Nakshatra, where there's a lot of mental activity, a lot of mental energy and agility to spend at this time. And so this is a great time in terms of developing your ideas, developing your skills, and especially with this new moon that's also happening within the sign of Gemini. We have all of this mental energy, all of this brilliance, all of this intellect here to work with. And Gemini being this energy that is very quick moving and changing, it is in one place and then it's in the next place. And so this gives a variety of different perspectives and ideas to pull from. This is especially a great time for communication, for connecting to various different people, getting different perspectives. Connecting and doing business deals is huge. And so this is a great opportunity to work on your entrepreneurship skills, to work on anything that you're passionate about, that you want to create, that you want to put out into the world at this time is huge. And once again, we're in the midst of clearing out this eclipse zone, as we are officially out of that eclipse area, but we have another eclipse that is taking place in November. So there's a lot here in terms of the internal work and the problem solving that needs to take place in changing and making our lives better. And for some of you, you can even see these areas where there are jobs or situations within your life that are coming to an end, coming to a close as we are shifting forward. And so even this new moon here is a huge part of this clearing and this work that we're doing as a collective. And we talked a lot about that in the last video that was on that full moon that happened there within the Mula Nakshatra, where this has been all about digging down to our roots, getting down to the truth, getting down to understanding those areas that need change and work and improvement, right? And we talked about how this all began from that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio within the nakshatra of Anuradha. So this has all been about getting out of that muddy water and blooming into this beautiful flower, right? Coming into your truth, into your light, into your potential, coming into this place of success by getting through the hardships, the struggles, the difficulties. That is what that nakshatra of Anuradha that has catapulted us into this eclipse season has been all about. And with this nakshatra here, with this new moon, we are coming to the light, and we're coming out of this place of darkness where we have been digging down into the roots, getting to the problem, getting to the issue. And so this has been especially a great opportunity to grow, to work on yourself, to work through your internal struggles and issues within yourself. And for those who have not taken the opportunity, who have escaped from it, who have found ways to get around it, these are things that are coming back up. Once again, this new moon is happening within the Punarvasu nakshatra, which is the magical bow and quiver that always returns. And so this is especially a time where you can see a lot that has been hidden and pushed aside that is starting to surface here, where this is a big time of facing the truth, of coming to the light, of coming to your place of success and leaving the past, leaving the struggles, leaving the worries behind, moving into your truth, is huge. This is a huge lesson. And with this happening within this Taurus Navamsa, it's huge in terms of living your best life, of living your most secure life, of coming into this place of grounding, of calmness, of what is truly of value to you. We talked a lot about that new moon that happened within Mixture, where there was a lot of searching for something that could fulfill us, something that could bring us some sort of security or enjoyment within our lives. But there's two sides to that, right? Taurus is a sign that is all about the comfort, it is all about the security, but there are the negative side of that, of these sensual pleasures and attachments that are not good for us. And then there's the positive side, the flip side of that, of what is truly of worth to us, what is truly of value. And so it's coming between these two sides of, are you just doing this for pleasure, for enjoyment, or is this something that is truly fulfilling and long lasting within your life? This is a huge theme of all of this, and learning how to step into that truth is huge at this time. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into the live readings. And I did post in the live stream and in the description about how this is going to be done, because this is going to be very chaotic, where there's a lot of people who are looking for free questions. And so what we're going to do is we will pull one card per person for free. If you are looking for more cards, there are other price options as well. And if you're looking for something that is more in depth, that is going to take longer, then it is best to book a session with me, a private session where we can go in deeper. But we're going to try to keep this shorter so everyone gets a chance throughout this. So I'm going to go ahead and go through here. Thank you so much to everyone who is joining in. So I'm going to start here with Avantika, and I hope I'm not butchering your name there. I have a few different options to pull from. So I'm going to show you, we have the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle deck. We have the Black Moon Astrology deck. We have the Vedic Astrology Oracle and the Connolly Tarot deck. So let me know which cards you are interested in, and we will get to you. Hi, Esoteric Phoenix. So I got you, so let me know which deck you are interested in, and I will get right to you. Hi, Yolanda. Thanks so much for joining. Vedic Astrology, okay. And I'm just reading your question off here. Okay. So I actually got two cards that came out for you. So we have the Purva Falguni and the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. And so what I am getting here is this is especially showing great interest towards you. This is definitely showing that there's also a lot of energy that is being put into serving a cause as well. And so this is definitely a contradiction that's happening where a lot of the focus and time is being put into working on something, even though there's this feeling of attachment and connection to you. So if you are feeling this distance, this space, this is why there is this calling. And this nakshatra of Purva Bhadrapada has a dual side to it. So there's always something that is going on with this nakshatra on the side that has to do with work or service or helping humanity. And so what I'm seeing, especially here, is that we have these feelings and attachment towards you, but also there is this preoccupation with a project or task at the time that is taking the attention away from you. So that is what I am getting. I hope that resonates with you. And okay, the deck that I feel drawn to. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to pull from the Black Moon Astrology deck for you. So this is for Yolanda. Cards came out fast for you. So let's see what's going on here. And I also got two cards that came out for you as well. So we have Capricorn and Mercury retrograde. This is showing me that you are in the process of working towards a goal or wanting to see an outcome in your life. And what I'm being told is that there is an area that you need to recreate or that you need to do in a different way. So Mercury retrograde is always about thinking outside of the box, reviewing things, seeing things from a different perspective. As those who have Mercury retrograde in their chart are incredibly deep thinkers and able to catch details and able to see things in a way that others aren't able to. And so it really slows down that quick pace energy of Mercury and gives us more time to reflect. And this is what I see for you, is that this is a time where you need to reinvent how you are working towards your goal at this time. There's something here that isn't working where you need to be a little bit more creative or inventive in your approach. And this especially is also showing me to work towards something that you are passionate about, that you want to do on your own. Because what I'm getting here is that there's a lot that has been done in terms of following or doing things within the principles of the way that others have done it. And this is really asking for you to tap into what you enjoy, what you are passionate about, and making it into something big. So I hope that resonates for you. Let's see who else we have here. So Esoteric Phoenix. It's the deck that I am drawn to. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Connolly Tarot deck here. So the Strength card came out for you. And so what this is showing me here is that this is a time where you are passionate about something. You are holding confidence and self-esteem within yourself. I see you doing something different or working towards being different within yourself at this time. And what I'm being told is to remain confident, to stay strong within yourself, and to continue on the path that you're on. You are on the correct path at this time. Staying true to yourself is hugely important. Staying focused on your own goals and not giving too much to others at this time. There's a very selfless nature within you, and this is a big time of focusing on your goals, on your success, and your accomplishments. Diamond Williams. So, Diamond Williams, let me know which deck you are interested in, and I will get right to you. Also, I believe I saw the Amethyst Queen on here as well. So let me know if you are interested in a reading also. Absolutely. So I have the Black Moon Astrology deck, the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle, the Vedic Astrology Oracle, and the Connolly Tarot. So let me know and I will get right to you. Okay, Connolly Tarot deck. Okay, awesome. So I got quite a few cards that came out for you. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Our first two cards came out in reverse. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands that came out in reverse. And our last two cards here are going to be the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups right side up. So what this shows me here is that there is a need to be more concerned in your path, on your choice in life. Where are you headed? Knowing your purpose and your mission is huge. And I believe your question was about your soul's desire. And so there's a huge need to look within yourself, to reflect within yourself, to find that passion. And so I do see you looking outside of yourself for some answers, but this is really a need to look within yourself and to see what is most connected to you. That Queen of Wands is huge in terms of confidence, self-esteem, knowing yourself, being true to your path and calling. And this Knight of Pentacles showing me a need to start to take action on your plans, on your goals, on your skills, your craft. That Pentacles being all about your skill sets. And so this is a huge time to think about, what are you skilled and talented in? What are you capable of? This is a huge time of thinking about using your own individual skills and what you know already and putting that to use, making something big out of that, even if that is something that is just on the side at the moment. This Four of Cups, where you're almost ignoring yourself and your own truth. Again, looking outside at all of these other things. This is something where you are being divinely guided and you know within yourself the direction to go. But there's a little bit of this distance in terms of not focusing on what you already know and what you are staying true to. This Eight of Cups, this is a time, again, of self-reflection, of taking that time to listen, to go inward, to tap into your true intuition at this time. The answer to your question is actually to find that answer within yourself. And so we could say that your passion is many different things, as there are many different things that you can take on here. But really, the main focus, the main thing that needs to be done at this time is to look within yourself. So I hope this answer helps you. Once again, probably not the answer that you were looking for, but this is what has been guided to be given to you. Very strong intuition and knowing your truth is huge, and you have that ability. So I will just stay on a little bit longer for anyone else who is just coming on, who is interested in a card pull. You are so welcome, Diamond. Thanks so much for joining in and participating in the live. And thank you all to everyone that is here joining in, asking your questions. You all are awesome. So I'm going to stay on for just a little bit more, and then I will be headed off soon. So any last questions, anyone who's interested, who is here, let me know and I will get right to you. Again, this is a huge time of taking opportunities and chances and starting to leave behind the past to step into new opportunities with this new moon. A lot that has been cleared and worked throughout these previous transits that started off with that full moon lunar eclipse there, Scorpio, where there's been a lot of getting to the root, getting to the deeper understanding, and clearing out those past repeating cycles to start to create a fresh new start where we can create something great within our lives. And so this is a beautiful new moon for those who are willing to take on those opportunities and to start to grow and change and to move in a direction that is more healthy and conducive towards your soul, your purpose, your dreams, the things that you want to achieve in life. a lot of success that can come through this by stepping into this new portal here of this new moon in Punarvasu. So just going to wait a little bit more, and then I will pull a collective card for anyone who is missing out on this live, and we will bring everything to a close. Just a few more minutes for any last questions here. Already have the collective card that has come out. And once again, I want to thank you all so much for everyone who came on and participated today. You guys are awesome. Blessings to everyone here and to everyone who will be catching this on the replay as well. Okay, so for the collective, the card that I pulled is coming from the Zoltan deck, and this is the Empress card. And so this is a great time of tapping into what you love and into your creative skills and talents to create the most beautiful and secure lives for yourself. So all of those things that are bringing you enjoyment, pleasure, all of those things that you're talented in, that you have creative gifts and skills, starting to bring those things to the forefront, even if it is something that is on the side or a hobby. But there's a big focus here on career and on achieving great success materially, especially here with this new moon. This is a very prosperous and fertile new moon that we're stepping into. So this has been your horoscope for the new moon in Gemini here happening on July 9th, along with this transit that we're currently in of Mercury and Gemini and your card pulls. I want to thank you all so much for joining. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this video, of course, always continue leaving those thumbs up, and any comments that you have, leave it down below. If you missed out on this live and you are interested in a card pull, feel free to contact me for a personal reading, and we can go in depth and talk about any issues or any concerns or questions that you have within your life. Also, if you have not checked out those videos on the natal moon series through Vedic Astrology, feel free to check that out. We have gone all the way from Aries to Scorpio, and we will be continuing to wrap up that series. So if you have missed out, make sure to check out those videos where we are starting to get into what these positions of the natal moon looks like. Also, I am having a course, a new and reamped course on Vedic astrology that is simplified, it's easy, it's basic to understand, and that is available through the Facebook group Vedic Astrology 101 with Daquan Jones, and also you can join in the channel memberships as well. And so all you have to do is push the button to join down below, and you can join in on those classes here on this channel. That does come with channel membership perks as well. If you're interested in that, I will leave a link for the video that explains everything in terms of what this membership is all about. If you have any additional questions, anything that you'd like to add, once again, leave it down below in the comments. I hope you all have a great day. I want to thank you all to everyone who has joined here live and on the replay. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.